Hey, welcome, Lounge Lizards, to another episode of Legions Lounge, episode 64, where we talk about all things Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions, Figura Obscura, customs, and other Mythic-related action figures and stuff. My name is Trevor16Shooter. With me, as always, are my co-hosts Nate Strong at Corona4 and Bill Drunowski from the Dork Lair. Boys, nice hat, Nate.
Likewise.
Just go up, just like up, just like a little bit, and then turn your head this way, a little, and then up a little more. Like go up. There, yeah. It looks like your hair now. When you can't see the top.
I wish. Yeah, I wish.
Thick black head of hair,
Right?
yeah. Mine.
I once had hair.
So
Yeah, yours works really well, actually. Like, you got the whole Santa thing going on, man.
God, what?
For sure. How you guys doing?
There you go. Yeah.
Great. Yeah. Good. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Happy
all that.
holidays.
Happy Hanukkah. Whatever you celebrate.
Hanukkah ended Sunday, I believe.
A couple of days ago. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Sunday, I believe. That was yesterday or Saturday. It might have been Saturday. So happy Hanukkah. Hope it was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we're in the swing of it, man. We're here. I'm not ready. Cannot believe it's only a week away. I say that every year probably, but it makes me crazy. I don't know. I think I have it all together, and then at the last minute I'm like, oh my god, I forgot all these people. So yeah.
No.
Yeah, I guess I need to pull this down a little bit. I don't know how long I can keep this on. It's hot as hell. Kevin Boots with the $4.99 right off the bat. Time to pour a drink and toast the year that was, then pour another for the year to come. Absolutely.
Cheers to that, Kevin.
The man himself.
Thank you.
Cheers.
This holds a full what is this, 16 ounce, 12 ounce? What's a regular? I don't even know ounces anymore.
12.
It holds a full beer, a 12-ounce beer. So pretty good.
Yeah, Four Horsemen know what they're doing.
I'm drinking something new tonight.
Not that this is beer, but
it's called Yellowstone bourbon. Have you guys ever?
Oh yeah.
I saw you were drinking that. Was it last night too, Bill? Yeah. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've never had that.
Yeah,
I'll have to try that out.
Yep.
I'm doing the Saranac, season's best. This variety pack again. We got it for a party, and somebody drank 2 of them, and then so I have like 10 left. So I may as well drink them.
Complete the pack.
We got another one from Joe Gonsalves, $2. I see Santa and the rare variant. Yeah. Who's the rare variant? Well, I mean, Santa? I guess I'm on the rare variant, I suppose. Rocking the late night LeBron shirt.
Yes,
nice.
sir.
Man, I love this thing. Right.
That is rad. Yeah, I got the picked this up at Legions Con this year.
Nice. See, I wanted that one, man.
I got it late, and I usually take a large, and this kid was walking around. To be honest, I don't even know who he was. He's like, "Hey, you want one of these shirts?" He goes, "All I got left is an XL." I'm like, "Sure, if I can't wear it, I'll find somebody who can." So I tried it on, and I'm like, "God damn it, it fits." So it's the holidays. Whatever. Yeah, I'll get back on the workout train in a couple weeks.
You will.
People are talking about my shirt in the chat over here.
How are they?
Yeah,
I love Mr. Bungle.
They when they put out the Raging Rabbit album a couple years ago, they like re-recorded it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There was like this big bundle or something. There was like the album and the shirt and I actually have a winter hat. I should have worn that. But my wife got it for me for Christmas. It was a great, one of the best Christmas presents ever.
That's fun.
Bungle bundle.
Yeah.
I've always been a bigger Faith No More fan, but I do like Mr. Bungle as well. Nate, who we got in the chat, man?
Who do we got? Going up to the top, and I see Vonnie Rotten Picks. Mitch.
Vonnie Rotten.
He just posted a really cool shot today of
I didn't see it.
What's the Mezco guy? I forget who he is, but he's up on a ladder putting Christmas lights up. I mean,
Gomez?
It's not Gomez. It's the blue Vapor. Maybe it's Vapor.
Oh, Cousin Eddie.
Could be Vapor too. Vapor's the blue.
Oh, Vapor. Yeah, but anyways, he dressed him up, and I mean, the stuff he went into making the shot. You got to check out his BTS. It was great. So, anyways,
cool.
Great to see you, Mitch. Kevin, we said hi. Cloud is here. Curtis Ackerman, hell of a show last night. Congrats on
that was we got some giveaways tonight. Not nearly as many as those last night though. Although, well, I'll say that for later.
Rob Zamora, man, he's been a big winner. A lot of stuff lately. Congrats on that, Rob.
Yeah, he has. I mean, he's a generous dude, so he deserves
is. So the karma's coming back. He deserves it. Patrick Boyle, right. David Williams, Adrian Jones, Angel, Andy the Collector, Carver Customs. Brian, what's going on? Jordan.
Andy won last night too. Yeah.
Dave Orkin, hey. Captain Firebeard, what's up, Elijah? Jesse, we were just saying, great show. Tom Clayton.
Yes, you held it together, Jesse. Yes. Good job, buddy.
Well done. Noir Kaiser FX. Joe Gonzalez, we said hi. Thomas Belay. Sig, what's up, brother? I am TJ Williams. Mecca Recca. Tanya McCoy. Her show's coming up this Thursday. Look for that.
I think Mecca Recca won too yesterday.
Yeah, he did.
Everybody won. Everybody won.
They had so many prizes. Hell, if you didn't win, you missed out.
Right.
Legends Collector 1321, the Rabbit's Den collectibles. Chris, Pincy Picks. Benji, Skelasauria.
What's up, Chris?
King Castle Sieger. Hankin. David Smith. What's up, Josh J. Paul Stewart. Pablo. Who else? Benji, we said that. Raven's Eye Studios 21. Big Dub. What's up?
What's up, Big Dub? Cheers.
Drunk Gizmo. Daniel Douglas. Edgardo. Thorazine 666.
Yeah, Thorazine 666.
Dave Orkin, Big Greg, what's going on? Dave Bennett, Alberto Morales. I'm getting near the end. Josh Brown, and speaking of Alberto, happy Monday. I love watching you guys. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, Edgardo.
Appreciate you tuning in and the super chat.
Appreciate it. All right, we got 76 people here. Hit that like, please. That helps people, know we're on and things are happening and we're all having a good time. News. Let's jump into some news. Let me switch over to here and bring this up and present. Boom.
Yeah.
So we got the announcement that Poxis this is a new piece of artwork, but Poxis is on its way and should be to the studio very, very soon, within the next few weeks, probably next couple of weeks. But it may or may not get there, just before the holidays, or the holidays may delay it a little bit. So I guess what they're saying is probably right after the new year, they're going to jump on it and start getting this stuff out to us, because everybody's chomping at the bit. Obviously, for Poxis, I can't wait for this wave. There's so much good stuff in it.
Man, I can't wait.
Poxis himself, man, I just can't wait to get that figure.
Yeah, the horse.
It looks so good. But we also got treated to some new artwork on the back of the boxes by, of course, Nate Barch, uber talented Nate Barch. And this
incredible.
This looks awesome. This is incredible.
He's just
beautiful.
That's such great work with light and dark and shadow and contrast. Oh man.
Yeah, he's a master, man. Like this is it. Like this is fantasy art. This is the kind of stuff I grew up on, you know what I mean? And it's like I know one of the guys who does this now, which is awesome, man. It's really, really cool.
I haven't quite completed it yet, but he was just on the latest Legions cast.
Yes, I watched that.
And Lord Steven.
That was really good.
Great show. I've got like 15 minutes left of it, but I mean, it's always great to get Nate's perspective on stuff. So
it was great. And there's so here's Designer Con. There's George looking thrilled to be there.
Yeah, look at that big smile. So this was the before photo.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. So he shaved it mid-con,
I guess.
Yeah,
I heard that. I have not seen the picture of the post.
I said I suppose that the Civil War reenactments are over for the year, and
yeah,
that's right. It's cold.
Off-season beard.
Right. Until the crossing of the Delaware. Oh no, that wasn't the Civil War. That was the Revolutionary War. Sorry. That's when the airports got attacked. But a lot of people, of course, spotted these two right here. The brand new Waltor the Mad regular release boxes. In his skeleton form and his skeleton astronaut form. So people picked that up, and I think this is what the Poxis background was on the Wall Tour box itself. So very cool. If you happen to get one of those, lucky you, one of the first people to get that. I didn't know it was going to be there, or I would have asked somebody to get me one. But that's cool. I can wait.
Yeah, looked like a fun show too. I mean, a bunch of our friends, obviously in our community and the toy shooting community were there. So yeah, that was great.
Oh yeah, so many people, man. It was great. It was great to see. I really wanted to go out there this year, but it was just in it's a tricky time of year, man. Next year I'm going to definitely try and make it, because I really think it's kind of like my kind of show. I think I'd really be into.
It also felt very late this year.
Yeah,
I feel like
it did, right? I
November,
could have sworn it was in November, right?
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like a week earlier last year or something. But I don't know.
I thought it really late. Because I remember it almost coinciding with Legions Con last year. I think it was either the week after, or it may have been the week of. I think it was the week of, because people were asking me if I was going to come out. I'm like, nah, man, it's Legions Con. I'm like,
yeah.
I think it was the exact week of Legions Con last year. So I think it's usually in November. It's a really weird time for a con. Like I did ToyCon New Jersey over like 2 weekends ago. It was good. I mean, I got to hang out with people, and I made some sales, so it was worth it. But it was definitely a slower show for sure than it usually is. But still a good time. Picked up some good stuff, sold some stuff. So yeah, they had all these figure obscuras. Some of these were there at ToyCon too. I could not believe. So I had a bunch of like Legions to sell, but I was like, I'm gonna bring all the older stuff, right? And so I go down to say hi to everybody, and I'm like, wait a minute, you got the Black Krampus here? Wait a minute, you got Monkey King too? Like, what are you guys doing to me here? Like, like I may as well put all that stuff away. I thought for sure that was gone out of the inventory, but nope.
Yeah, and they're selling it at their great price. It's hard to compete.
Yeah, you can't compete with that for sure. Yeah, so that happened. It was apparently a very good show, and they're talking about going back there next year and even upping the ante maybe with more product and stuff, because I did hear that stuff went quick, and there wasn't a lot left on the second day. So yeah, it's tough. I mean, you got to ship all that stuff out to California, you know what I mean? Yeah,
especially if people are sort of going primarily to check out the Four Horsemen table, you know, and like go specifically for that, because it's a much different kind of con than
definitely
than a toy con or a Comic Con or anything even.
I guess I should know this,
Chris
but
was
where
there from Dorklair?
Yeah, where in California is it? Is it LA?
Anaheim.
Yeah,
it was in Anaheim this time. Yeah, I don't know if it's always in Anaheim, but yeah, it's at the same place the celebration was a few years ago.
Right.
Yeah, I'm interested to hear how it went. Like, I want to hear him. Hopefully, Wednesday, George will talk a little bit more about it and just see. You know, it's his kind of thing too, because he loves the designer toys. Like, he's more into that kind of stuff. And I'm interested to hear if people came up to the booth, not know, you know, if there were a lot of people that didn't know who they were, or if it was more people who through word of mouth knew that they were going to be there and showing up to see them specifically, or at least as part of their rounds. You know what I mean? Oh, Las Vegas from now on.
Vegas from now on. All right. I wonder if it's going to be when it will be.
Interesting.
That'd be a crazy place to go hang out.
Well, it's a little closer, so that's good. I'll take that. I don't love Vegas. You
get some pretty cheap flights to Vegas too.
You definitely get a cheap flight to Vegas. Staying there can be fairly inexpensive too sometimes.
Yeah,
I mean,
because there's so many choices.
Yeah, exactly. Depending on what time of year it is. Cool. So that happened. Let me jump back over to my news here. So yeah, POX is very soon. We should be getting that for the New Year's. So happy New Year, everybody.
That's nuts. Up front. I
got to start wrapping my head around it, because
I know
when a wave hits, for me, it hits a little differently because of reviews and like my workflow goes with doing reviews and trying to like enjoy the figures, but keep it in a way that I can keep it organized enough to like get the reviews out. So it's
true.
I got to start like plotting and planning. I always try to come up with some other like new little, I don't know, streamlined kind of thing for it each time.
Cool.
But it's a big wave, so it's going to be a challenge. I mean, I haven't even reviewed any of the through any of the waves yet this year. Like I haven't completed reviews for anything yet.
We've got a ton of stuff in this year, which I know will
45 figures.
That's like a crap ton of figures. And like,
Yeah, the
I
list
feel
is
like we're
long.
just, but yeah, I know. And I feel like we're just starting to get, our hands
Momentum back.
around all those. And then Paxos is going to be,
Oh yeah.
I was doing my top 10 and I was like, thank God Paxos didn't hit like
right.
this
I
week.
know we'd have.
Like
It could
right at
have
the end of
too.
the year.
It really could have.
I know. It was
Yeah, I'm just thinking about space wise, man. I just added like the second wave of Cosmic to the shelf, and I'm like, man, I gotta start thinking about a second shelf of Cosmic now, almost. And the rest of it's filled, man. Like I don't have room for more Mythic Legions right now. So something's gotta go. And I think it's probably gonna be like Marvel Legends or Star Wars into the bin or something like that, or start selling some of those things. It's tough to sell that stuff, man. I was again ToyCon New Jersey. I was trying to put stuff out like kind of like what you did, Bill. Not quite as like hey, $5 a piece, but I was getting to that point. I was like, $10, and nobody wants them, man. Like nobody wants Marvel Legends, at least not the ones I had. So, who was saying they were sold out by? It's Diego, yeah. By 11 a.m. on Saturday, most of the stuff is sold out. So yeah, so they'll definitely have to up it next year. But Vegas at least is closer, so that's cool.
Yeah, and confirmed for November. So I mean,
okay, cool. Oh man, I hope it's not the same weekend. No, it can't be, right?
I would doubt it would be, but I mean, even if it's on it, I mean, you've got a short time frame anyways, because you've got the Thanksgiving holiday, so there's a weekend gone. Legion's Con's a weekend gone, so you can.
Well, when is Thanksgiving? Because I mean, they did San Diego Comic-Con on Thanksgiving weekend, so like it's not out of the question that they would do a con around then. But
yeah, maybe then
the 28th next year, so it is later because we got a leap year.
Okay, it was super early this year, so if it's later next year, maybe give more.
It's wrapping back around from the early to the late,
Cool.
Thanks, Sig.
Yeah, like Rob's like, I actually had to pack some Mythic Legions fix away to make room for new ones that I got. It was hard deciding to put up what away. Yeah, I mean, I've got some like army builders that I like, like multiple like elf army builders and some goblin army builders and stuff that I keep on the shelf. Like I keep them all up there, but I might not be able to. I don't know. I always make room. Just something's got to go. Something's got to give.
Yep.
And it's really becoming just like Mythic Legions for me at this point. So, yeah, I can't wait for the new wave. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that, but for me, I mean, I know what you're talking about, Bill. Like, it is a whole thing for reviewers now that you get these things in hand. But now for me, it's like, you finally get something that you can pose, like take all the pictures that you wanted to take. Yeah, when you couldn't take them with the preliminary stuff. All right, so yeah, that's coming. All right, we've got every year we have done the top 5 legions of the year, and we're expanding it a little bit more this year. And we always get some guests. So I've got some guests lined up for a show. I think we're going to be doing the show on January 8th. So stay tuned for that. We're going to take a little bit of a break through Christmas and New Year's and come back on the 8th, skip a week and come back on the 8th, and we'll do this. And we've got a star-studded group of people who are going to come on and give us their top 5, talk about them, see what your top 5 was. So this is going to be live. I will put the link in the chat. Don't leave yet if you just want to like copy it and paste it somewhere so that you just have it in another tab or something like that. That should work. Let me know if that doesn't work as a link, but that should be it. I will be posting it in the Cabal tomorrow. I may put it up on my stories and IG and stuff like that and get a few more people involved. But the way we're doing this is we've got 1 through 5. So first place, you will go down the list and you will pick the figure for first place. Now, this is Mythic Cosmic Legions. There is a category for Figura Obscura, but this is, the top 5 legions. Figura Obscura always comes with a lot more stuff. And yes, some of these things are builders, like some of the deluxe elf builders and things. It's a figure. I'm looking at that as a figure, and it's a Cosmic or Mythic Legions figure. It's just the way we're doing it. If you don't like it, you don't have to participate. But that's what I've done. So first place, Mythic Cosmic Legions figure. Second place, so your second favorite Mythic Cosmic Legions figure. Third, fourth, and fifth, and so on down the line. I know these are long entries, but you can skip all that once you picked your selection, and you literally just click on it, and that's your selection. I won't do that because, well, I guess I don't have a choice. And then after you get through 1 through 5, we've got the best overall Mythic Legions. So now this is just Mythic Legions. We're just going to pick just from Mythic, just for the people who
favorite, right?
Correct. The one favorite from
First
Mythic
place.
Legions. Maybe the same as your first place pick from Mythic and Cosmic. Probably going to be that for a lot of people, but I thought I'd separate them out and see what happened if they were separate from each other. And then your best overall Cosmic Legions figure of 2023. And again, not everybody I heard that. Not everybody is going to pick these. There's a lot of people not into Cosmics. Some people, Cosmic people, not into Mythics. So that's cool. You get your own category there. And then finally, we've got the best special edition for Horsemen figure of 2023. I'm going to explain this. Obviously, Figura Obscura figures, but also things like Demistros, who is a PowerCon exclusive. Anything that was, some people, everybody had the ability to get the retailer versions of Headless Horseman, but some of this stuff, not everybody's had the ability to get yet. Like the Valiant Knight, it was a limited release. When this comes out as a regular release and you're able to get it in an All-Stars or what reinforcements pack or whatever it's going to come out as, it'll be on the regular list next year. This will be on the end of the 2024 list as one of the figures of the year. Same with the Vorgus Vermilius regular release. Same with the Walter the Mad regular releases, which we've seen already, but they'll be separate figures. So, but you can still vote for them here. If one of these is your favorite, you can pick from that list and you can tell everybody what you like there. So that's how that's going to go. A little bonus if you want to tell us what made you pick your number one figure. We always like that. Yep.
One good thing about having the Valiant Knight on this year is, like, there's a good chance that Necronominus ships next year.
Yes.
And then that Valiant Knight will just be completely overshadowed by those other knights. You know what I mean? Or
yeah.
It'll be like one among many, right? So
yeah.
Like, this gives it a chance to shine this year, like on its own, as like this new thing.
And it's I thought about putting it in the regular, but again, like I think I've decided that anything that comes out that everyone doesn't have a standard chance to go out and buy, or a Figura Obscura. We could break out Figura Obscura, but I mean, it gets a little too granular at that point. You know what I mean?
It's only a couple. Yeah,
exactly. So I think we'll do it this way. We'll see how it goes, and if everybody's got thoughts, I'm sure you will. You can let me know. Maybe I'll take them into consideration. Again, my top 5. So
our show is going to be on the 8th. What's the deadline you have for
the deadline? I'm going to cut this off on the 2nd of January. So you've got all the way into the 2nd of January, New Year's Day. If you can't get it in New Year's Day, you'll have till midnight, January 2nd, to fill out the form or thereabouts. And at that point, I've got to start tallying things up because there's a little bit of manual work here. So it should, there's enough things here that we should get some clear winners, but we'll see. Definitely, man. It was one of the cooler little things that happened this year. But again, those are going to be the night bodies that we're going to get with Necronominus, hopefully towards the end of next year.
Yeah.
With any luck. So yeah, like Bill said, it'll probably be a cool little thing, but will probably be, largely not forgotten, but little overshadowed by its
a little less flashy once it's got all
exactly
other ones with it,
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. So again, that link is in the chat. If you want to look for it there, I can put it in the description after the show. I haven't put it in there yet, and I will put it up on the lounge tomorrow. Not the lounge, the Cabal tomorrow.
Before we go on to the next thing, can I share something here?
Absolutely. You want me to embiggen you?
Yeah, can you embiggen me?
Mm-hmm.
So I got a box in the mail today from
So did I.
Corey Schotzenhofer. Schwarzenhofer.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, I didn't know it was coming. I didn't know what it was. And by the way, Steam Powered Mum is his thing. It was a happy birthday.
Nice.
And incredibly, it was this.
Wow.
Oh, my hand's covering up the awesome cloth.
That's incredible.
It was this, yeah. So my David Williams Buzz Off now has a rival.
Wow, dude, you got
Clawful.
now. Yeah.
And not
You
only
got a collection
that,
now.
but he added, like he posted pretty recently that he saw David Williams' version of Clawful, and so he later added this head. So it also comes with this head, and it comes with the regular Sphyxian claw. So if I want to go like straight Legions repaint, I can do that, or I can do
amazing.
like the custom. And he
But
had
wait,
a little
there's
couple
more.
extra. Seriously, he included a couple other little heads. Look at this
that's
thing.
cool.
Awesome. Yeah.
How sick is
Whose
that?
head is that? That's incredible.
That is hold on, I had it looked up.
Oh, is that the guy who sells like the female sort of anime looking heads?
It's hold on a second. I
need that bad.
Perry. I believe it's Perry's custom.
Okay.
This will fit.
Yeah, Corey gets heads from like a lot of different like people he introduced me to. I didn't even ever even heard of them before. They're not a lot of the main, sculptors that you see like in the Cabal, but they do amazing work. And
yeah,
Corey's such a super
I
great
believe that's what it is.
guy.
I'm not 100%, but
That's fantastic.
It's so cool, right? And then it's got like some human qualities, like right, like in the back,
I love that
spirit or something.
Yeah,
it's so sick. And it looks, it honestly looks like this is just the stock, the new Elf Deluxe builder.
That looks like
perfect.
Perfect. I'm gonna have to talk him into bringing some.
I need one of those heads, man. I gotta find.
I wouldn't mind.
I really like. I have a
like
bunch
maybe
of those.
go like goblin legs or something would be kind of neat with this head, but still, it's just
it'd be a good little critter head too. Like, but I like that, man. That's really
and cool. There was this. I hope I'm right here. That this Chihuahua looking head too that he had. Which I haven't found a home for yet, but
amazing.
Right, look at that thing.
Yeah, he's been killing it lately.
That's so good. But yeah, cool. Corey, I don't even know if Corey's watching or if
I haven't seen him come up yet, but
if you're on the rewatch, Corey, thank you again. I've already talked to him, but yeah, just like so generous. Just I'm like kind of speechless.
Very cool.
Yeah, I got in a similar vein. I got something in the mail today too that I wasn't expecting. Reynolds Cruz the other day just like showed me. He said, "Oh, I'm sending you something," and I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Well, you'll see." And I had talked to him at the show, and I'm always looking for Fury Orcs. You know what I mean? And I bought a bunch of them from a bunch of people, and I saw this one and I really loved it. And I never made it back to his table. It was just one of those things where I'm collecting ideas. I'm kind of getting an idea what I want, but like we said, like you got to go back to somebody's table. Like if you can't spend 10 minutes at a table, like you're just picking something. You know what I mean? Like I just really wanted to, like, he had some beautiful stuff. But I did happen to mention this, and we showed up in the mail today.
I remember seeing that one because of the top of the head there where he painted. He painted partial of the helmet, and it's like the dome area.
That's red. The top is red.
Oh wow, that's.
But
rad.
the body he did an incredible job on, and I picked up some excellent Fury Orcs from some great people this year. So this is great. Thank you, Reynolds. This is going right on the shelf with everybody else's. Really got to label them. I want to get some sort of little little plaques and stuff that show the artists. Yeah, I really want to find something like that. Really happy with it. Thank you very much. I did get some other stuff from people. I don't know what it is yet. I haven't had time to open the boxes, but
I just want to.
I got that too.
Brian Burke. 5 Nights of Yule starts Thursday night, I believe.
Yeah, here it is.
So, my question is, do we know if they're painted or unpainted?
Unpainted.
They're unpainted.
Yeah, they're
okay,
unpainted.
Because that kind of I think I want to try to paint them. Like I may try to, depending on what they are. I may try to paint them like right away.
Thank you, Reynolds. Really, really nice of you, man. I really appreciate it. That was very unexpected and very unnecessary, but I love it. Looking forward to these. This is gonna be. You're gonna open them like one day at a time.
I am.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
But I'm debating if I want to open them like a day early and try painting. I know, so Brian wants people to stagger a day. So don't share pictures of anything until so the first one's the 21st. So if you're going to share anything, wait till the 22nd kind of thing, and then stagger them for sharing so that people don't get spoiled.
Well, I thought it was the 20th. Isn't it the 20th?
Oh, is it the 20th?
Well, it's 5 days, right? That'll bring you up to Christmas if it was 5 days. 20, 21, 22, 23. Or is it 21, 22, 23?
25
yeah, it's 21. It's 21. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So like, I may at least maybe open the first one early to see if something I could paint, in that time. We'll see. I don't know. But I
Cool.
yeah, like I think it would be neat to have it painted up on the day of the reveal day or whatever, right?
Yeah, that's great.
Did I show the two heads that he did for the YouTuber thing? Let me show it, because I think we could show these at this point.
Oh yeah, for the season of influence he's talking about. So
Yeah.
Trevor's heads. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I saw them, but
I love these things, man. So I basically gave them. I mean, this camera sucks, so I apologize. Let me embiggen myself here. But yeah, you can sort of see the detail there. But I gave them the idea that I kind of drew something really rudimentary, and I kind of said, think about Metropolis and just some sort of humanoid, robot type of thing that could go on like the 2.0 body of like the
engineer.
What's that? The the Sentry. Which one is it?
Is it the engineer that's all black? Or?
Engineer, yes.
Yeah.
And there's just a little bit of a metallic dry brushing on this, so you could easily do that too. You can't get these anymore anyway, so
that's awesome.
But
yeah,
I love
I
them,
regret.
man. I love them.
I mean, I was lucky enough to pick up a painted Toy Bro, one of the two Toy Bro heads. Blaze Bear, I think, had it at his table. He was at Anthony's table, and I was able to get one of those. And now I'm like, God, I really want one of Trevor's heads now.
Yeah, I
too.
wanted one of yours too, and I don't know. I
meant
asked him
to
about it, and I didn't
subscribe.
follow up, and too late.
Yeah.
But that's cool. I like that. Like maybe somebody down the line will be selling them, and you can pick them up. It's kind of nice to have that
maybe
sort of
next
chase
Legions Con
feel to it. I can't tell if you're joking. Going to do that narrow wide. Please don't beat me, but why did you split up Bushati and Pelvicus? Seems like that will split the vote for the same figure. You trying to start trouble? Are you trying to start trouble, Curtis? They're different figures. I get it. They're in the same box, but like it's what's your favorite version of it? I guess you know what I mean. I guess we could do like. It's too late. We're doing this, man. It's like, do you like Bushati with the head on it, or do you like Pelvicus? Do you like Pitoris or Pitorian, or
just
that's the way it's going.
Trevor, just add that little twist to your math where you're gonna have to like tally them up together.
Right. Yeah, I could tally them up together.
But tally them together. But whoever wins gets named. If one of the if it wins.
So they have
the one
so
with
they
the more votes. You don't mention the other name. You just say that's.
Yeah, it was in the back of my mind to like separate them, because I did kind of want. I mean, not for nothing, guys, but it's kind of over now. You know what I mean? Like when it came out of Legions Con, it was really cool now, but like they're a little kind of old hat.
And
at this point,
honestly, the Pitorion, as much as I love the Bushati figure, the Pitorion Uit figure is the better. It's the better figure for me.
Shots
honestly.
fired. Shots fired. I didn't say it. So that's why. But Curtis, I still appreciate your $4.99 super chat as always. With that in mind, let's give away something tonight. We got a bunch of things to give away, so I'm going to start one up. Let me just make sure I've.
So while Trevor's looking for it, I'll just announce it. So some of you may have seen the Hasbro Pulse today, where they put up the HasLabs, and everybody's able to buy the HasLabs. I'm here to announce, since they didn't put up any barges, Trevor's giving away a barge. Here we go, everybody.
There we go. It's a barge, and that is what is in the safe. Actually, is the barge.
Yeah, it's a barge.
it's bigger on the inside. So
it's some Paxos magic going on in there.
Doctor Who fans. All right, let me share this tab and get this up here. Where are we? Here we go. That's it. Sligor, wow. Baby.
Dang.
I freaking love this figure, man. I've only been opening these up recently, man. I haven't even opened up all of them. But there he is in all his glory. Can you embiggen me, Nate, for a second there? Just hit my little corner. Can you do that? There you go. So there he is, in one configuration anyway. Yeah, I love this thing, man. Really cool figure.
Awesome figure.
So hashtag Sligor.
Sligor is going to be my one where I'm like, people are going to be like, where should I start with Cosmic? And like right there, start with Sligor.
It is. Yeah, man, it is like the barbarian builder in that way, I think.
Yeah,
I really think it is. I too, and I don't know if I was listening to you guys talk about it on your show, Bill, or somebody else, but like I really kind of underestimated this.
Me too.
Even having had all the stuff in front of me and just looked at it and I'm like, yeah, it'll be cool. It'll be fun. But it's a lot of fun because there are so many cool configurations to make with it. And they can all look pretty different. And not to mention as a customizing base. I mean, so much stuff to do, man. Like if you want to get into painting this thing, forget about
it. This was one of the ones I ordered extras of because of
I ordered a lot of extras.
Being but like even still, I still was more blown away by it than I expected to be. Like, just way
me too.
More.
Yep. Yeah. When I got the box of stuff that I ordered, Cookie gave it to me and I opened it up. I'm like, why the hell did I order so many slides?
Yeah.
What did I do? I guess there must have been a reason in the back of my head. I don't know what it was, but I ordered a lot, I guess. So there you go.
It's a hell of a figure and great.
Nice try, Jonathan. Nice try, buddy. Someday, maybe. Probably not. Ever. Yeah, keep it going. We got 72 entries. We got 110 people in here. Hit that like button, please. That'd be great. This is the first of several giveaways we're going to do tonight. We're going to try and do one every 15 minutes. The boys are going to stay on top of me and make sure I get them all in, so they're out doing them all at.
All right, I'm setting my alarm right now.
10:30 or whatever. All right, let's get into while we're collecting that. I'll give that a few minutes. This past year, let me just pull this down for a second and do. Well, you know what? I'm going to add that back. And we're going to jump over here to February, just a little time travel of 2023. The retailer appreciation wave, which included, of course, the Headless Horseman and Father Christmas 2.0s, but also included Blue Hagnon. Finally, Blue Hagnon. And Lijay, which are both at this point should be out, but they were a little delayed from the rest of the retailer wave. So
I can't wait for this guy.
We will be getting those pretty soon. Yeah, it's a cool looking. I don't know about these legs. I'm not a big fan, but like
I like
for the most
black
part, I like
and
the figure.
gold.
I like this. This I like a lot. This will probably be an elf. I mean, it may be something in Xylanus Flocker, maybe a little crossover with the Leodicius, or maybe some parts. This will be some great parts in here for some 2.0, or this is 1.0 actually. Leodicius parts, man, it'll be cool. But yeah, so that was February. We also go ahead.
Just hold tight right there because I just want to point out that it's interesting how on the Four Horsemen's website they have Bashadi and Pelvicus and as separate figures.
Huh? Yeah, they do. Look at that.
It's just something I just happened to notice.
I guess that's canon then, I suppose.
Every once in a while, I glance at Trevor with the hat, and I'm not seeing the red part for some, like in my head. It's just like the hair, it's like his hair.
It's hair, or he's normally he's like a Russian.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I got the J. Peterman hat from the catalog.
Yeah. I did want to mention Blue Hagnon will be great for mixing up with the Ghost of Marley.
Yes.
Hell to the yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
The stuff you did was so cool, Bill.
Just a head, right?
Did you have to purchase them separately, Nate? Curtis asks.
If you wanted both of them, you had to purchase two.
Yeah. Curtis,
keep it coming. Always got to find something. To be fair, I find something. I think I don't know who started this, but I always find something to like get on him on his show too. So it's a thing. It's what we do. It's how we show our love.
Look at Jesse even getting into it here.
I can feel this right now because there's like some random people who will like jump on my list, and like they'll say that I'm wrong about like my top 10 list, and it's like, or you know, like I did something wrong, and it's like, this is just like just the end of the year favorites.
Your opinion's wrong.
And as much as Curtis was praising your top 10, I think he kind of started out a little bit like that last night. He's a little like, I don't know.
Yeah, he didn't like some of my inclusions the way I did it.
He's got a lot to say. Drunk Gizmo Customs, what's up, man? Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Cheers, Alex.
What's up, Alex?
Cheers, Alex. Yeah,
I'm gonna run up and get a little refill. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go. Alex's fountain to the winner that we gave away a couple weeks ago. Couple little dings in it. You know, I packed it. Man, dude, I do not envy you packing those things because I had foam or padding, the bubble wrap going in and out of all the little curves and stuff. But there's some very little thin pieces on there, and you know, a little hot glue, you'll be fine. The winner, he was fine with it. He was just like, yeah, I fixed it. So, but it was great looking. I mean, it still worked. All the lights worked and everything. It looked great. So he was very happy with it. So awesome. Appreciate that. In the same vein, while we're on this, that same month, February, the Unknown One and the obviously the Furious 4 regular releases came out. So those were available in February, and then it was teased anyway that I'm getting rid of notifications here, for God's sake. This dude was teased and announced as the PowerCon exclusive, and everybody was this was interesting, right? Because this was kind of one of the first things they've done like this, right? Like that they've done. Am I wrong about that? That about for someone else in there with their parts and pieces. Correct? Yes. It wasn't like strictly a Mythic Legions figure that just wasn't like on special, right?
Right. Yeah, I think you're right.
Because this is outside of the mythos.
This is the first time of this?
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Outside of the mythos, yeah. So everybody was a little curious, you know what I mean? But like, and a little like, you know, I can only get it there, yada yada, you know, the usual consternation over getting it. But I think this was, I think the people who really wanted to get this got it. I think there's a lot of them out there. There's a little bit of a problem with some of the mailings and stuff like that. And I think they also had, what did they have an issue with the cape?
Cape getting to it,
was a mess,
but but it's a hell of a figure. That's an awesome shot. Yeah, it was a great.
It's a nice figure. It's a nice figure. I like it. Again, it's hard to tell people, like, don't worry about it. It's not part of Mythic Legions. If you're a completist of Mythic Legions, you don't need it, because people just are like, yes, I do. I need it.
Yeah. When it's made up of all Mythic Legions parts, you're kind of like, exactly.
I have to have it. So then we're going to move down to March and Cosmic Legions. I should have had these all lined up, but I don't. Sorry about these notifications. Cosmic Legions Outpost Zaxius was announced, and All-Star 5+ shipped. So this, what are we looking at for this? Did they have it up there on the site yet as to when, an estimate as to when this might ship? I think we're looking at Q3, right, of next year.
I can
at least.
While you're looking that up, Curtis, I promoted Dark Layer's video and told people to watch it and subscribe to his channel. No pleasing you guys.
We said you did it. I told everybody you praised it. You praised it. You said it was great, but you know, you get a little dig in there. No, you did. It was great. You told everybody to go over there, and it was great. And again, Curtis's show was fantastic. I mean, you can't win anything at this point, but well, gird your loins if you're going to go back and watch the replay. That's all I'll say.
I mean, congrats on the 50 apps and 500 subscribers. And
yes, for sure. And 600 by the time they were done with that show. They had 600 subscribers.
That's awesome.
So that's awesome. Yeah.
And I was just going to tell Curtis, I mean, no pleasing. If you would have made that $5, I would have been cool, Curtis. But $4.99. What the?
Yeah. Stop trying to make us think that that's $5. That's only $4.99. Okay.
Most of it goes to YouTube anyway. So.
I think Cloud had the info early 2024 for the Outpost Zaxius wave.
Yeah, because we do have Scourge and we do have Operative 83, right?
Yep. And then there's not really. Is there any other new parts really? I mean, we have one of the new heads on the the Ias Sapedian type guy,
Mm-hmm.
and then
I think there's a few little things like this shoulder strap piece.
strap. Yeah,
Although,
actually, no, that's the same one as Ias. I was just messing with Ias yesterday because I'm working on that review.
This strap across your chest.
I think that's the same. I think that might be the
Okay.
same. It's got the same design.
I haven't opened Ias yet, and I don't remember. I don't remember a strap across his chest, but I think you're right. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a different color. It's not silver.
Design,
yeah,
I could see that.
Right. So yes, for the most part, aside from soft goods, aside from soft goods, this is all kind of reuse stuff. So so that's good. We'll be seeing this. It is the new Sphex head. That's true. Yep,
that's right.
Good call.
Screaming, singing,
some new tooling, but like it's not like it's not like a huge amount of new tooling.
No,
a couple
not
little
at all.
pieces.
I can't wait to get that pilot. That's another like on level of Slagor to me.
Yeah, and that's gonna be a flashy figure too.
Yeah,
it's gonna pop
big time.
The rest.
It's gonna be fun to shoot. There's gonna be so much fun with reflections on that thing, man, with the blue light, and it's gonna be crazy. So we'll be getting this early 2024, which is great.
Wow.
All-Star 5 started. All-Star 5 Plus started shipping. I don't think I have that up here, do I? No, I don't. But we remember All-Star 5 Plus. I can jump over to
Xylernian Guards, baby.
Yeah, so this was All-Star 5 Plus.
And this was the first All-Star wave that we got new figures, right? Besides All-Stars.
Yes.
So that was a huge thing too. Like that was a new trend that they're starting to go with, which is amazing.
And it was cool that they had different YouTube shows and
that was the first
and other shows announce the pieces. We got the heads pack. I remember that night. That was fun because we could stretch that out over an hour, which is great. And then I do remember like Bill breaking down the Okiedos name and figuring that all out.
Oh yeah, that was amazing. That's right.
Skeletos.
Sherlock Bill. That's right. Xenophon still not one of my favorite figures.
I
down there on the list.
opposite. I love that figure.
Really?
Yeah. And it's on its
own.
You're a
little more He-Man.
On its own, it's cool. Like I like the He-Man, but like it's also just packed with stuff. It's got a lot of cool parts. And then just that gray body is huge. Like that is a big deal to me.
Yeah.
Like,
it goes without saying, but I mean, some of the pop and swaps you made with that, Bill, were amazing. Thank you. Otherwise I would have skipped it probably if I hadn't seen what you did with it.
Yeah, I think it's just the colorways for me. You know what I mean? It takes me out of it a little bit. I'm just not as
totally. As is such a figure. I won't display them like that.
It's not as bad as Molina, but it's up there. Down there.
I think Xenothon is gonna pop and swap really well.
Well, that's what I meant. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
With the Skullman, is that what his name is? The warrior beasts guy for Zolokon, right?
Oh yeah.
I think that
Skullman. Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
I think the reds, this will be a good one to mix with that.
The gray chest could be cool as an alternative, and the red wings and stuff. The red wings will be actually pretty cool. Although that cape is gorgeous, man. I gotta say, like, I know people are kind of like, it's interesting because compared to Demistros, I hear a lot of people saying, I could pass on this. And I get it. Like, it doesn't really appeal to me from the nostalgic standpoint. And it is kind of just like this black, white, and red. Again, very, black and red. Everybody loves black and red. But that cape,
hence your hat,
freaking gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Yeah, hence my hat. Exactly.
And Hedgehog says, isn't Skullman the Xenothon body? Yeah, it's the same arms, torso. It's like the same body, different color. That Skullman's black. But I'm more thinking about all the red parts.
Gauntlets.
From the two figures. I mean, I guess they share the same red parts, sort of like the belt, the gauntlets, and the boots, but mix it and match in those things and just having more pieces in that like vibrant red color, I think is going to be an opportunity for some fun.
Or even adding blue to that could be kind of cool. I mean, you could do very Merca. skull. So we got that. That's shipped. April. Everybody's his favorite tactics figures, which I love, man. I really, really love these builders. These are some of my favorite things, honestly, that came out this year. Including the Gorgo. I mean, that takes precedent over these, just because it's my boy Attila. But I love these. I love especially the elf builders. I really love the elf builders. But these started shipping. Yes, there was some hiccups along the way. You live and learn. This was a Kickstarter for the game, to get the game up, which I'm still looking forward to. I know it's been delayed. I know they don't have an alpha for me to play on Mac yet, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yep. It's on my list of things looking forward to for next year.
I am really looking forward to it. I know a lot of people are kind of like, nah, but I think once it comes out and you start playing it and you start being able to build characters and see them fight within Mythos and just feel that this is going to be the first thing that we have besides the comic book, basically, and paintings that Nate's done and pictures that I've done and pictures that everybody's really done, based on the lore anyway. This is going to be the first thing you're going to see of Mythos, and like really being able to interact with it and see it. So I think it's gonna be really cool and see a storyline that's canon, so it's really cool. Yeah, so that was April of last year. Vorgus 2 was announced at that point, as well.
Wow, was it that early? Dang.
Yeah. So yep. I remember getting both of those, that and the Waltor back then. And Waltor came a couple months later, I think, right? They waited till like June, I think, to announce.
I'm surprised. I don't remember it being that early, but yeah, that's great.
Yep. Well, I mean, you think about this. This next one will kind of blow you. I think kind of blow your mind. It kind of blew my mind. Not really blew my mind, but like this was May. This was May of last year. I feel like this just happened. For some reason, I had this like in August or something like that. I don't know why, because I just felt like I don't know. I haven't really had much time to play with it. I mean, it sits on my desk and I play with it and stuff. But like, as far as shooting it,
I've done one shot, and I have more ideas, but one shot since May. That's sad.
But I mean, man, this thing just
amazing.
This was all over the place.
To a whole new level.
Yep. And it was interesting because I think the Headless Horseman was that gateway drug, for lack of a better word, for people who hadn't bought any Mythic Legions, because it's something that everybody recognized. Whereas this, that was a good amount of people, more than I thought, would know who this was or what this was. But I think everybody was just blown away by the look of it, and all the pieces and all the face plates, and that setup. And I think this
is one I'd never put his stuff away. Like when I put a figure on the shelf, I'll typically put all the accessories in a bag, and that bag goes in a box, and but when I'm messing with it, when I first get the figure in hand, I'm doing a review and I'm messing with it, the pieces stay in like the extra, like the regular standard Mythic Legions packaging, just that tray that you get that's with it, like they just always, they stay in there.
Dave.
And that tray for the Monkey King has been sitting out ever since, because I mess around with it that much.
There's so many configurations, man, with the faces and I know,
head swaps.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So,
and you think about like this time last year, in a couple, everyone's doing their, obviously like us, their top figures of the year. The Headless Horseman was number one on so many people's list, even outside the Four Horsemen community.
Yeah,
and for good reason, right? But if you just look at the horse, it was not anything new. All the parts with that, for the most part, weren't anything new. But then when you look at this and how much new stuff, new tooling, and new parts.
There was some new stuff on the Horseman too, on the
There was, but itself, I mean, not a ton.
From the neck up.
No.
Yeah, right. But so just the leap that this figure took between that and this, and that was the figure.
And just as a not paradigm, but like, like as a direction, because even the Horsemen you could kind of stick in with, some legions, and definitely Krampus fit legions. I mean, Father Christmas was a little bit of an outlier, I suppose, but this just like kind of like it fits, but it was just like wildly different from the other stuff that they had seen, because everybody was oh, it's a holiday thing, you know what I mean? They fought against that, and they tried to tell people it wasn't, but this, I think, kind of sealed it, that like, oh, I see, this is not going to be a holiday thing necessarily. I was just going to jump up to somebody, because I think as Dave Bennett says, I still haven't opened my Monkey King yet.
Dave, what are you doing?
And
what are you waiting for?
King Castle's Seizure said, man, for me, some of the stuff feels like they came earlier. All Stars and Monkey King feel like last year.
Huh.
Which,
well, we've
I don't know.
So 2 more weeks and it will be last year.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're almost there.
But yeah, to jump back to Jonathan, Monkey King giveaway for Christmas on Saturday Day Live this weekend.
Awesome. Very nice. All right. Speaking of that, Jesus, we got to jump back here. Okay, let's go back to the
giveaway. My alarm went off.
All right. We got 95 entries out of 136 people we got here.
Oh.
Please hit that like.
Booming.
That's huge. That's awesome. All right, here we go. Anybody last minute? You got about 10 seconds here to hit hashtag Sligor. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
One last thought on Monkey King. Spoiler alert, it did make it into my top 10 list.
Yeah, go check out Bill. 2005 Battlefront 2 Droideka.
Wow. That's
all right.
A name. Congrats.
I got to take a screenshot of that, because I will never remember that. I know the name. I've seen the name.
Very specific.
Yeah. But congratulations. That's awesome.
Very cool.
It's a great figure. I don't know if I'm guessing with a name like that, you're probably into cosmics, but I could be wrong.
What's your favorite Droideka? It's the it's not the Phantom Menace. It's the 2005 Battlefront 2 Droideka.
That's right. That's right. All right. Very good. Congratulations.
Yeah. And speaking of your list, Bill, it was a great the way, like you said, when you do your reviews, you like to do something, you try to do something new, when you get those in. And so your review this year, how you broke up your system for rating and grading and adding numerical values to stuff was really cool. So if you haven't seen that, folks, go watch it.
That was a product of shifting. So in my years past, I would do like top 10 figures under $35, top 10 figures, 50 to 100 or whatever. It was like price ranges. And I would do like 3 lists, low, mid, high. And then this year it just, this was the year where it truly became like probably 80%, if not more, Legions coming into my collection. So like I'm like, instead I'll do a Legions list, and then I'll do an everything else.
Everything else, right?
And when I started the Legions list, I was like, okay, so I can pick my favorite 10, but then ranking them, it's like, what am I gonna do here for ranking them? And I kind of had my ranks. Like I actually was making a list. I was ranking them. I was like, which one's my favorite? And then it was kind of like, well, how do I really decide between this and this? And I had said, all right, let me do 5 rankings. And so that I did 5 top 10s of the 5 rankings of those same 10 figures, but in different categories. And then I created a point system so that the number 1 figure got 10 points and the number 10 figure got 1 point and up through. And then I added up their totals, and then that's how I did it. And I forced myself to stick to that. And I actually had some surprises on there. Did you?
Because I was going to ask if you'd done out of your top 10, if you ranked those just off of gut or whatever,
I
and then how close that was.
I think originally it was going to be. Well, Monkey King was not a surprise. Like that was going to be my number 1. And then I think originally I had, who did I have? I want to say it was Monkey King, Slog, and the Gorgo Attila 2-pack were like my picks. Like if I could just pick my 3 favorites, like those were the ones. But it turned out a little bit differently. Monkey King and Slog were up in the top 3, but then I had I think Marley's Ghost made it up into the top 3 based on my point system. But so yeah, and then there were a couple towards the bottom that I was a little surprised. I thought Xylernian Guard would have been a little bit higher, I think. But when I forced myself to make these categories, it really like started to come together in terms of like the rankings. So
yeah, that was a great way to break it down, man.
It was cool, man.
I recommend people do it, you know. And I didn't do like articulation, sculpt, paint. Like I didn't do those. I did like kind of like holistic things, like hand candy, which is more than
overall feel. Yeah,
you know, I did like what was another one? Just like visuals, you know what I mean? Like so that it included paint, sculpt, and cloth, and like everything all like together. So it wasn't just like hard categories. It wasn't just rigid categories. It was like I don't know. It was a little more holistic, I guess.
There you go.
Look at that photo. That's awesome.
And
Curtis has already submitted his form.
Thanks. Nice.
I hope you picked all. I hope you picked all 4 of the Furious 4.
I guess.
In the
and I will say, people. One last comment on my list. People liked that categorization for. I wasn't planning to do my other list like that. I was just gonna do it. My non-legions, because it's so wild. Everything is so wildly different, you know. And I felt like I could probably be a little easier to rank them for me. But people love the
process, man.
Yeah, so I'm going to do it for that too. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pick the 10 that I would keep, right? And it tends to be like I want some variety. If I were just going to pick my top 10, I probably would put like 4 or 5. I don't know how many I got, but 4 or 5 of the 3-0 Iron Man figures would probably be in the top 10.
Yeah, right? I was just going to say that.
So it's like, you know, like, but that's not that fun to have that many of like the same kind of figure like there, you know? So it'll have much more variety to my 10. And then within those 10, I'll really dedicate to like ranking them.
Cool.
Yeah, I like it. Like I said, people like to see the process, and I think they like when you're watching a top 10 list. It's fun to see like what came in, but I kind of like want to know why. Right. You know, like I kind of like watching Dan from Galaxy
Toy Galaxy. Dan
Toy
Larson.
Galaxy now. It's Toy Galaxy. Like do his watch his consternation as he's pulling things out and putting things down, and it's great, man, because you can actually see it in the
process. The gears turning
time. But like actually having like a little list of like how things ranked would be great. You know what I mean? So I loved it. It was great. I was just I saw something on here, but I can't remember what the hell it was.
While you're thinking about it, do you want to start the second giveaway now?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do right now. Oh, that was Cloud. Yeah, I started and grew an amazing Legions collection series. All thanks to the community. You guys have been, yeah, you too, Cloud. I mean, it's been great to have Cloud in there. She's another great member of the Cabal and this community.
Fantastic. That's crazy to think this was her first year. That seems like she's been around for the whole time. You know.
Yep. All right, so let me share this. We're gonna do our next giveaway. We got a bunch tonight, so this is the second one. Yeah, I know. Shut up about your stupid calendars, but like not everybody has one, so you're gonna get a calendar.
Nice.
And you're going to get a metallic,
including me,
print of Bodvar and Attila on Bodvar.
Smoke them if you got them. Hit me up if you want. I've got one, an extra Monkey King for sale.
There you go. So that's going to be #New Year for the calendar and the print. I know a bunch of people got them, but if you don't have one, if you do, give it to somebody.
There you go. That make great gifts. Yeah,
makes a great gift, as they say. All right. While everybody's jumping into that, let's move on to June. So June, Cosmic Legions of Volcatar. I don't even know if I have this up here. I kind of ended up not having everything like ready to go on. With pictures and stuff, but we can just talk about it. There was an in-stock sale in May too. That was something that we didn't have a lot of since 2020. I want to say like this
has it been freaking 3 years.
Yeah, something like that, man.
Wow.
Yeah. So in-stock sale of the Alicia AS3,
man,
AS4.
I totally forgot about that. Gee.
Yeah, plus others. So that was crazy and fun. Always fun for an in-stock sale.
Heck yeah.
And then June came around and we got Cosmic Legions of Volcatar, book 1 finally ships. Let me see if I can jump over just to
first Cosmics, man. How exciting was that?
Mythic Legions and just go into the waves here. So book 1 finally shipped. We finally got our Cosmics. And man, they did not disappoint. They were really incredible. So many of them, and really, like, I have a hard time picking my favorites in there. Initially, Zirian was, and still kind of is. I still love this figure. But man, like, as I've gotten to play with the real figures again, Slog is an amazing figure for what it is. Like, for the size, I thought this thing was going to be like a statue. You know what I mean? For the most part, and you can really pose him pretty well.
Yeah, Bill, your pose that you had on your turntable for him was awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, I loved that one.
That was great.
And the fact that he can hold those poses too.
You know what I imagine that is? That's the moment Thygar escapes in a ship and he's shaking his fist at the sky.
No.
You know?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, and I mean, and everything, man. I mean, these Sphexians were the ones I was looking forward to. You know, a little fiddly with those little arms and stuff like that, but pretty good. I mean, still great. They, they weren't a lot less hard than the prototypes to deal with. So I'm happy about that. And Vorga is an incredible first,
so good.
1.0 female. That's led to other things now. So it's great.
Yeah,
this weapons pack is awesome. I really like the detailed weapons. I really want to see more of that stuff. It's like weapons packs for me in the past have always been like, yeah, I'll pick it up. You know what I mean? Like, nah, maybe I'll use it for a custom or swap somebody's out that I don't really, weapon I don't care for. But I really like the detailed painted weapons. Not that the weapons that come with the regular ones aren't bad, and you couldn't just like do a little dry brushing on them or whatever. But I tend to like to keep things as is, you know what I mean? Now, like when I first started out, I was a little more adventurous about like customizing all these figures. But so I like when we get these nice detailed weapons that come in these packs and stuff like that.
And it was just, for me, it was a trip just to think of getting, I know they're obviously cosmic, they're not mythic, but it was to get figures from Four Horsemen that are like we've known mythics to be, but with guns. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
We're so used to, swords and spears and,
axes and exactly.
And shields and stuff like that. So to get guns and to just get into the whole sci-fi realm was so freaking fun, man.
And I love this, the specific hand packs for the specific figures that are in the wave. Like we've gotten the generic hand packs in the past with the orc hands and the human hands. That's right, PP was not canon. But I really like that you could pick up, the specific hands for these two characters that were in this wave, and the Tusk hand pack as well.
And they've even moved away from that already because they're now starting to just pack them in with
them in with the figures. Yeah,
that's the thing. Yeah, now we're getting to the point where you get like 6, 7, 8 hands with a figure, which is nuts.
And we got a taste of that with the Valiant Knight,
and
with all those hands.
Exactly. So that was June. Volcatar 1 ships. All-Star 6. Necronominus was announced. I think we jump over to Four Horsemen to go up to this, where they tease with this. Not much of a tease. I mean, I was really surprised when he put that much in there. But yeah, so dude, this wave. So this was announced at their this was announced online, right? They had that was announced online. They had the online reveal, and this was amazing, man. This was such a cool wave to see, man. After Necronominus,
there's so much going on in that shot.
Mind blowing
figure right there.
Yeah. All these figures are just so incredibly detailed. Like the skeletons, I never thought I'd see like a skeleton figure like this. You know what I mean? Like when I was a little kid, when you're really thinking about those kind of things and what you want, you know what I mean? Like to just even get like the Ray Harryhausen type skeleton, like, and then to get stuff like this, it's mind blowing. It's so cool.
Skeletons of all different specific kinds of people,
Yeah.
Right.
That's
shapes and sizes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And the freaking horse.
And this is beautiful. Sir Andrew Joe Vasapolo did a fantastic job of this.
So
got
cool.
To see
I mean,
that up and close.
yeah.
At his table.
I mean, I think everyone thinks Necronominus. They think Skelly's obviously for this wave, but the knights in this wave are freaking gorgeous.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm not a big Etheron, fan, but I do like them. I like the regular characters more than the Templars. So I'm really gonna dig this. This is gonna be really cool.
Oh yeah, and our first
again,
belt pack.
Belt packs, man. Like who? Come on, how cool is that? Like, what other company gives you like stuff like that? Like, yeah, Mezco has some like accessory packs and stuff like that, but like this is like, it's like a customizer's dream right there.
Yeah.
Are you going to go back and put some of these on some of the older figures?
Oh, absolutely.
Just have that simple strap. Yeah,
absolutely.
I too, for sure. And then this crazy,
insane
undead head pack, nuts, just incredible.
Yeah, and I can't wait for the undead builders in this wave too. I mean, they're going to be amazing to play with.
I'm going to guess that's going to be my favorite builder ever to come out, because I cannot wait for those things. I cannot wait to do like a whole army of dead zombies and stuff, man.
We got a taste of that this year too with the Mask of the Red Death.
Exactly. Right. Yep. A little bit of that. Yep. Exactly. Yeah. And shout out to Steve Busciotti for using the Mask of the Red Death as we talked about here. And he actually did say that we talked about at one point. We said that they could use that body for Scrooge, an old man body, and he literally did it. Like he literally took the Red Death,
really good,
and it looks fantastic. It's really good.
And he's come a long way in his sculpting too.
Speaking of which, there's a little more news. Like Wolf King Customs has a big sale going on too, so go check out Wolf King Customs. I think there's don't know what it is. I don't know, Nate, if you can check it out and let everybody know what the deal is. But I know that there is a big sale going on, and that Scrooge head is available with the top hat and the nightcap if you want to get that. And if I think we're going to see a Scrooge. I don't know anything. I'm not talking out of school again, but we did say that the ghost would return. Doesn't mean it's going to be Scrooge, but like if you can't wait, go get a Scrooge.
The Wolf King sale, there's a specific page that has a bunch of stuff that's like 20% off.
20%. Right. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Stuff.
Mm-hmm. This thing is nuts. It's nuts.
Yeah, it is.
And the soft goods on this are just mind blowing. The ripped cloth you're gonna get like in the fur piece. It's just this is. So
there's others in the way that I want multiples of, and I want to like build out and swaps and like everything. This is like to me, this though is like the prime figure of the wave, just on its own. Like so good.
I agree. Don't touch it.
All right, we got 74 people in here. You got 3 seconds to get hashtag New Year for the calendar and the Attila Bodvar image. Metallic print. Looks really cool. I do say so myself. And if you already got it, you can give it away. All right, let's go. 74. Here we go. Boom. Good luck.
Have you decided about posting your December pick anytime soon at all, Trevor?
Jacob Forna. Congratulations, Jacob. I don't remember Jacob getting one, so I could be wrong about that. But congratulations, Jacob. Just contact me. Everybody can contact me tomorrow on IG or Facebook, whatever you want to do, and I will get these all out to you very soon. Congratulations. All right, let me jump back over to this, and I'll set up the next giveaway because we're going long here. I don't want to go that long. Although I am awake now. I didn't think I was going to be this awake. So all right.
Depends to wake you up.
I could be fading a little bit here.
You could be fading. All right. Well, we're up to August because they really July they did announce the wall tour, the Mad. Other than that, I don't think
there wasn't that much.
Too much happened in July.
Half of the year. Just kidding.
Right. Yeah, right, exactly. So then we had August, which was PowerCon, and boy, that was fun getting ready for that. Tell you. We had Ox Crew Book 1. I'm gonna stick to this because this is a fun way to see them. A lot more fun than the little pictures. There we go. Boom. So we got Oxcrew Book 1 announced at PowerCon. If you were there, you know how hot this room was. Oh my God. It was
a sauna.
Yeah, it was a sauna. But it was great. Everybody was super excited to see these figures. We got to see them up close and personal and sweat all over them. It was fantastic.
Yeah, what an amazing wave.
And this, I don't know if the pictures are up here or not, but this Dio that Bill and I'm forgetting his name. Damn it! God, it's not Dave. Shit, I'm sorry, man. I just mad at he's new to. No. He's new to the studio. He's with the studio. God, Greg, help me out. Greg, if you're still there. God, it's not Ben. It's slipping my mind. Anyway, they made this Dio, which is insane, man. I think they must have a picture of it up here somewhere that they show the whole thing that they built because it was on display at PowerCon. There it is. Look at this thing. Holy moly. His name's probably up here. Did they not credit him? Come on, guys. Good Lord. They didn't even say Bill built this thing. Come on.
No, it wasn't Diego. It was somebody different.
Insane. Like Dan? Dan.
Greg said,
like
yeah.
Ben.
No,
Dan. Yes, Dan. Thank you. Super nice guy too. Sorry, Dan. I slipped. But man, they built all these little pieces, man, and painted all this stuff.
Cool to see in person.
It's incredible. And it was great to have. We talked about that months before this came out to get ready for this. And, just even thinking about the color of the sand being something other than just like sand colored, you know what I mean? To really give it a sci-fi twist and just a different otherworldly feel to it. But I am super excited about these figures. The more I look at them, the more I really want to get them in hand and be able to really, move them.
Yeah, I can't wait. Man.
And this, another thing that I hope is more and more, even in Mythic, is a thing, is packs like this.
Yeah,
I want to see treasure chests. I want to see barrels. I want to see, even though I have mugs, I'd love to see people get like mugs and tables and things like that.
Well, the props we're getting with Red Death and Marley, and between this and I hope it's signs of things to come because
for sure.
Yeah, not only great for displays, but for photography, you have to have.
And we have a lot of weapons. Yeah, so like stuff like this is very welcome.
Absolutely.
Yes. And there's still plenty of room for third-party customizers to do all sorts of stuff along those lines. Sure. You know what I mean? Because you want different stuff. So there's plenty of room. I like the fact that you can just instantly get that stuff and not have to paint it or, whatever. Love this guy. Can't wait for Akka. I love this guy. A lot of people weren't like enamored with him, but I love this.
I'm not like super crazy. I love the weirdos and I love like the weirdo-ness of it, but like just I'm a little hesitant about the whole like upper body neck, that whole thing with like how am I gonna like that? But I think it's a cool character though.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a little it's going to be a little limiting in terms of pose. You're going to be able to turn this whole torso. So if you want to turn his neck, and then it is like almost a ball joint, rounded ball joint at the top, so that you can get some motion out of the head, some pretty good motion, some pretty good emotion, I would say. But yeah, it's different. It's not a human, so it is going to have some differences and stuff. So, but I really dig him a lot. I love this look. We don't have to go through all these, but this was incredible. Crazy, man, so crazy. I don't know, again, like the bear, aside from recoloring, I'm assuming maybe someday we'll get either a recolor of this or different mouth, who knows, whatever, I don't know, but you look at it and you go, wow, they're never going to be able to reuse that. And I think everybody's favorite Kern Ray was definitely a big hit for sure.
Yeah. Soft
goods on this thing, freaking real.
Just the variations and looks you can get with this figure just alone.
Incredible.
So cool.
Incredible.
Yeah.
All right. So that was August, and Demistros, the PowerCon figure, came out. Let me jump to another giveaway here. I got to go back. Uh-oh, what happened? Okay, there we go.
Hashtag barge, everyone.
Get ready. Here
No,
it comes.
I'm joking.
Close. It's not barge, but it's.
Is it Marge?
No, it's Harbinger.
Oh.
I am digging this book. So this is Khalid
Yeah.
Uden, who was on our show before Legions Con. He was at Legions Con. He was selling his books. I'm about a third of the way through this one, and it is really good, man. It got killer reviews. It's really cool, and I love good fantasy. And again, if you're into reading, join. If you're Curtis, you can give this away to somebody who does like to read. But it's very good. Really enjoying it. So we're gonna do. It's the Red Harbinger is the first book in the Drowned. What's he saying?
I'm just laughing at. I think this was a Large Marge and Pee Wee Herman reference.
There's no basement in the Alamo.
No basement in the Alamo.
The Drowned Realm series. So I'm gonna start collecting Harbinger.
Cool. Great guy too. Super nice. Yeah.
Super nice guy, man. Yeah, he's awesome. And I really
working on his third book right now.
Take off. Yep. So shout out to Khalid if he's watching. So hashtag Harbinger. And you can win that book and maybe something extra. Maybe I'll throw a little something extra in. You never know. So, even if you don't read, get in there. All right. We're in September, coming into the home stretch. September, we got this little ditty here that people. So return of Figura Obscura since the Monkey King. Yeah, so much speculation, and I think Jesse was one of the people who nailed it.
If not the only one, but yeah.
I think he might have been the only one, at least early on. Well, obviously before they announced it, but I think some people were jumping on it afterwards when they saw it, who understood the reference. But yeah, so then we got the Red Death, which is very different. Again, a little bit of a horror theme. I mean, for coming out, this was September, but it was late September, I think, right? So we got this was early October,
we were
right?
Like fully into Halloween season.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah,
Halloween starts like mid-September these days.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. Right after back to school is over, it's Halloween.
Right.
Yeah. So really, I think this is another thing that caught people off guard because I think like the Monkey King, a lot of people, especially I was surprised outside of the United States because Poe is an American author. I mean, Shakespeare's an English author, and I know Shakespeare. But a lot of people didn't know Poe, and a lot of people didn't know that. For some reason, when I was a little kid, we had like a little like almost picture book of this, which is freaky because it's like it's so dark. Right. I don't know if it was meant to be. It wasn't like a little golden book or anything like that, but it was something like that. It was like
some kids have Dr. Seuss. Trevor grew up with Red Death and Poe.
Dude, I was obsessed with this book because of the freak. It was so freaky looking. Like, and they simplified the story. I mean, it's a simple, quick story, and I don't think it was the full prose, but it was kind of told the story in like simple text. And man, it freaked me the fuck out, man. But it was great. I loved it. What's that, Bill?
I was thinking about your mention of Shakespeare and like. I'm reading. I read Macbeth every year with my students, and I was just thinking about like, I don't know. I need to do some research because I wonder if Poe was inspired by Macbeth and the Banquo's ghost scene, like which is this like crazy party type thing.
Yeah.
And like the ghost, I gotta do a little research because I.
But only Macbeth could see Banquo, though, right? Because we don't know necessarily if it was a ghost or if it was.
But
Macbeth's.
Just this idea of somebody that this like arrogant,
well, I mean, I think he probably took, like, we're getting a deep, literal conversation here, but I think he probably took some of like he called him Prospero, you know what I mean, and things like that, and that was a very much a Shakespeare thing, is taking those names, taking those words and making them into a name that kind of like described the person's personality or whatever.
And what writer wasn't inspired by Shakespeare at some point?
That's true.
Of course, yeah. Clock, insane. This is such a great accessory, man.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
I've been seeing people using that blood for some really cool setups too lately.
Somebody did one with an overhead, and it was somebody being dragged.
Yeah,
by I think Vorgus Vermilius.
And the Valiant Knight was dragging.
Yes, exactly.
Steve,
it was
Articulated Times. Yeah,
that's right. It was
great shot.
Yes, good Articulated Times. Go check them out on Instagram. Yeah, I didn't realize. I thought this was meant to be like underneath this, but it actually the clock fits on there too. Nobody said I was wrong, but I mean the feet fit on there, so it can go on the clock or it can go on the figure itself. But yeah, just a really beautifully designed figure. And I think everybody's seen the face at this point. Yeah. Had some great images from people coming out. This was fun to do. Red, tricky to shoot, Nate. But it was a lot of fun. Beautiful figure. Hey, boys. Yeah, some people they had some people's images up here. I don't know if where'd they go? Damn it. I know they were featuring a bunch of people. Here we go.
Yeah. Really cool.
Yeah. I love the fact that they're doing this. Yeah, Tom just freaking killed First of all,
that's sick.
The typography
book cover
kills me. Typography is beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
I told them that's my favorite part of the shot. It's a beautiful shot, but I love the typography so much that I couldn't even get past it.
Yeah, that's a good compliment to him what he does. So
yeah, well, I told Nate the same thing. Like I loved his artwork for Marley's cover, but I'm like, dude, I'm a designer. It's like the typography is beautiful. Did you design that? He's like, yeah, I'm trying. He's like, I'm not much of a designer. Yeah, gorgeous pictures here. So everybody's killing it with the Red Death. Beautiful.
That's awesome.
Beautiful. Gorgeous. Yeah, very good stuff. All right, that was September into October. October, we got Reinforcements 2, which I do think I have a picture of up here somewhere. No, I don't.
That picture reminds me that we had the skateboards this year.
That's right. Yeah, we got skateboards. There was the Lithia one, I guess, at
Legions Con.
I missed it. Yep. I mean, they're gonna have more, but I was kind of bummed that I missed that one. I really wanted to get that one. Then we got Reinforcements, which was a pretty cool wave. I'll stick to this because this is easy to see. We got to go down here a little bit, but these guys here. This is my favorite one. I love this figure. I love some vamps.
Great shot.
Yeah, we got the reverse.
Now it feels like the recent past to me. Like for some reason
exactly.
this wave, this kind of hits as like that was pretty recent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird for me because it goes back yet another month or two sometimes, or sometimes 3 or 4 months when I was shooting these. But yeah, this is a cool wave. There's some really good stuff in here. I really enjoyed this wave. And getting the Silverhorn Sentry for all those people who were campaigning for that. It's a great figure. I felt bad that they didn't get it all those times because I would have I only have one, and I want once they said and showed it in the game is having multiples of them around Artemis. I was like, I need more of these guys.
It's been so close so many times on
I know,
votes,
just missing. Yep,
it was great that they included it.
And just a reminder, everybody, Silverhorn is a castle. Castle Silverhorn.
That's right.
Just because he doesn't have silver horns doesn't make him
right.
And also antlers aren't horns. So
there you go.
Those aren't horns.
He's not the brown antler sentry.
And there was a mispronunciation on that too. People were like silver. What do they call it? Silver hone? There was something. I don't know. People. I kept hearing people mispronounce it for some reason. I'm like, it's horn. It's right there. All right, we got 57 entries. It's a great book, guys. Come on, we got 136 people here. It's a book. It's free.
Reading is fundamental.
Reading is fundamental, kids. This is great. Come on. #Harbinger.
I'm reading a community recommended book right now. So with with Marley's Ghost, Jeremy had recommended a book called
Oh,
Jacob T. Marley.
Yeah.
And I ordered that. It took a while to get here, but I finally have it, and I'm a couple chapters into that. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's on my list too.
Yeah. Yeah, listen, like normally you're precluded from winning something else, but I mean, it's a book, kids. It's a great book, you don't like books.
Yeah,
I want to. I'm not gonna make, but it's it's a great book.
Yeah, try and support these authors too.
Exactly.
Yeah,
all right, and more and more fantasy, man. I want more good fantasy stuff out there. I mean, George R.R. Martin is never going to finish Game of Thrones, so like we got to start on something new. Just forget about it, give it up.
Oh, actually, he just recently posted to Not a Blog. I actually should point out, there's a new wild.
Winds of Winter.
Coming, so just wanted to let you guys know.
Winds of Winter is going to be released.
There's a new wild cards.
Oh, good. Wild cards. Excellent. Oh, good. I'm glad he's working on other stuff besides Game of Thrones. That's fantastic. Thanks.
I will say though that wild cards predates.
No, I know. Yeah, I know. But like, it's not your big money maker, is what I'm saying.
No, it's definitely not.
No. All right, 63 people.
He's a TV guy.
Let's go. Yeah, he got a taste of that HBO money, and he's all done.
He was a TV guy before Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
that's what he always wanted to do with it.
Slot Mock Slot.
Congrats.
Slot Mock Slot. Slot Mock Slot has won several times on the show, I think. At least a couple.
Cool. Enjoy the book, and if you like it, the second one is already out. You can get it on.
Yeah, you can get the second one, and leave him a review. You go on Amazon and leave him a review. But I will send that directly to you.
Yep, it's on Amazon.
It is on Amazon. Yeah, you can buy it directly from him. I think he gets a little more from that. I will try to do that. I'll try to order it directly from him. I'll ask him to sign it, and I'll have him send it to you directly.
Cool.
All right. Yeah, I'll hold off.
Okay.
You can shoot me the link after.
All right. So that's that. I will set up the next one while we move on to jump back to this. Jumping all over here. We are in
November.
I want to get through this because I want to talk a little bit about. So we had Cosmic Legions of Volcatar Book 2. I think in October released. So we've had that in hand now. So we've been talking about that. I think we can kind of gloss over that. It's a great wave.
Yep.
Novi and Lean, very high contender for one of my top figures anyway.
Same.
And Mbira Jimgyra, like aside from the smell, now that that's gone, I love that figure.
Mine didn't smell weird.
Really?
Mine
didn't?
Oof.
No.
Yeah,
it just happens to be on the first shelf in my room when you walk in. So like right when you open the door, and it's not like
is it still
overwhelming, like but I
don't
still
smell
do a
it
little
anymore.
Hint. Yeah,
I got to get my nose like right on top of it, which I do
like
a lot.
The other clear path, like it smells. You know what it smells like? It smells like the D13 figures. Like it's got that it's got that. To me, it smells like vintage Kenner, which is actually a great smell.
Yes. Yeah,
but it's like it's a specific smell to the clear plastic.
Huh.
But to me, it's I don't know, like it doesn't smell
the
weird. It
ode
smells
to
like
Chris Garwich.
It smells like these. It smells like Glyos figures to me. Like it's got that same smell.
Bill's gonna be like the sommelier of plastic figures. He's like it's like a 78. It's like an 84.
Yankee Candle can hire me when they finally make their
there you go.
Kenner.
What action figure would you pair with a 8-ounce sirloin?
That's
No, it's like which comic you're reading and like which action figure smell you want to go with it.
There you go.
And then of course we just had Legions Con and G-Con, and we've been talking about that ad infinitum, so like we won't go rehash that, nor will we go through every figure in
we've done a lot
Rising Suns, because we've done that to death, and it's just a fantastic wave. So if you haven't ordered it yet, you still have some time. You have till mid-January?
17th or something, I want to say.
17th of January, to get that. And then, of course, most recently, we've got Jacob Marley, which I'm seeing a lot of people like in that special category, and even on people's just general top 10 lists. I don't know if it's recency bias, but I don't think it is it's hitting in there, man. It's definitely up there. It's a favorite for people.
And people are already
into
making some amazing customs too.
Yeah, there's been some incredible stuff already. Yeah,
We already mentioned Steve. Like,
yeah,
unbelievable stuff there.
and yeah, did you see the guy that
did the monkey pirate?
Yeah,
that was sick.
that was great. I love that, man. That was
13, I
really
forget what
good.
his name was, but
that's
yeah,
like
I think
a
he's
Magic
fairly
the
new
Gathering
to
Monkey
the
Pirates.
community. To come in and do that, like out of the gates, was like, damn, that was awesome.
All right, here we go, kids. Whoops! Oh, I just knocked everything off. Good Lord. Yeah, too much stuff on this little tiny computer sitting there.
Yeah, we got Marley and we got the retail appreciation Headless Horseman and the new Father Christmas too, just recently.
True.
Yep.
Excellent.
Those look great too.
I kind of think I like the new Father Christmas more.
That green is really cool.
I think you said that in your review, right? You were kind of leaning toward that as being your
Just
favorite. I do like the green. It's a little more Father Christmassy.
It's a little more Father Christmassy. It's a little more universal. Like it can be in the flock. It can kind of exist outside of Santa.
Yeah,
you know?
For sure.
Yeah.
If I were just gonna be like, which one do I want to be my Santa in my Christmas decorations and the holidays and stuff? Yeah, the first one. But like, there's something really cool about that.
Right.
About the green one.
And not to go on a total tangent here, but speaking of Santa and Chris Garwich, the Fresh Monkey Fiction Naughty or Nice line is so fun.
Yes.
And I don't know if anyone's seen or everyone's seen the reindeer that they want to put
I'm
out.
buying so many reindeer. Yeah.
So those you know they have to hit a certain number of pre-orders to make sure those get made. So go hit up.
Go order one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm putting mine in.
Big Bad and put some orders in. So, anyways,
even if you don't care about Christmas, just grab one, pull all the stuff off it, and just put it with Zylona's flock.
Right?
It'll fit perfect there.
Totally.
Greg, I'm going to put that up, man. Probably on Instagram at some point. I'll probably have something like that. All those end of the year things that everybody loves to look at.
Yeah, Sean's got that cool wrap.
Yes.
Up. Yeah,
that's a tough. He's got some tricky categories this year, though. Like it's a little harder to do. So look for that. Okay, let's talk a little bit about next year and what we're looking forward to next year. Getting in hand, what we think we might.
You know what? Before we jump into that, do you mind if I just run through that quick? I said sort of.
Yes, do that.
And again, these are Valiant. Oh, great giveaway. Yeah.
Here we go. All right. So this is the big one for the night.
133. I'm going to say 95.
Yeah, right.
95
I'm gonna
entries.
go over 100. I'm going to go over 100 for Valiant Night.
We got 134 watching. So yeah, come on. Why wouldn't you?
Of course you can join if you've got it, but if it's the spirit of the season to maybe leave it for some people who don't have it yet. So #Valiant, get those in. Let's go. Last giveaway of the evening.
So while that's going in, so these were just beyond just 4 Horsemen stuff. So it's just some community milestones or new things that kind of hit this year, I thought. And like I said, no particular order whatsoever, but I just happened to write these down off the top of my head. Our first Legions ladies YouTube show just launched. What are they?
Yes.
At least 2 in. The third one or fourth's coming up in a couple days. So
this
Thursday.
That
was awesome. It's great to see that.
7:30. Yep.
The Legion's Lair. We celebrated their 50th. Their 50th.
We kind of celebrated it. It was
they did. We were kind of a part of it. It was kind of fun. I had another note with them, but I can't even read my own damn writing. Another anniversary, the second anniversary of the 4-ish Horsemen o'clock was a fun.
That was fun
to participate in that. And anybody who matters got to send in a video to that.
Yeah.
Speaking of the 50th Just Shelve It episode, that was a big thing. We were just talking about that, right? And they had 500, 600 subs
this year.
Yeah, this year, right?
So they've done one every single Sunday.
Yes, I know. Yeah. Curtis reminds everyone every week that they do one every week.
I'll say this:
everybody else who has a life.
In 2018, we did 52 episodes of the Door Clear in 2018.
That's amazing. That's a huge accomplishment,
and it was like, I feel like towards the end of the year, I was like just doing it just to make sure I hit the number, but like it was a fun year to just do one every single week.
Yeah,
that was before the YouTube channel.
So another thing with Just Shelve It was their painted up thing they did. Their hashtag painted up was
was great.
Huge success. Really great thing to start. I hope they keep that going year after year. another big thing that got launched, and we said this came out of last year's Legions Con, was the Euro Legions podcast,
Yes,
which has been a huge success, and we all know it and we all
boys.
love it. Something that
quick plug for Curtis. Christmas Eve, shooting the shelf, and Curtis. It's Jesse's show. See how he does that? See how he does? It's Jesse's show.
Right.
Jesse's the man. Like Jesse, it's Jesse's show. Jesse.
I do like Jesse's show.
And
Jesse's
his
show,
and his co-host Curtis.
Yes.
Is going to have the Euro Legions boys on Christmas Eve day, which is going to be fun. Man, that's a great way.
Hopefully, I don't know if I'll be able to. I'll be with fam, but if I can sneak away, I'll tune in real quick. But that
I'm staying the hell away from that.
Speaking of Christmas, another huge endeavor that was a massive success was the Toys for Tots that a lot of us were just involved in and celebrated that last week.
Massive success. That was incredible.
That was $7,000.
Yep.
Raised over $10,000 toys they bought.
Quick one from Carver. $4.99. Happy holidays, fellas. Thanks for promoting the props this year. Absolutely, man. Your candelabra just made both Nate and my shot this week. So,
today, of course we put them up on the same day, right?
Without even talking about it.
Right.
Exactly. The Toys for Tots was incredible. Great job to everybody involved in that.
And for the Legions Lounge, we did our second pop and swap, which was awesome. It was a great time.
Great.
Another great success. A lot of fun. Love seeing the community get involved in that. We did our second Road to Legions Con, which was great. And it was great to see a lot of the other shows kind of, pick up with that and run with it because there's so many things to try and cover and to fit in. So
yes,
we hope to obviously keep that going.
Some other hosts, I won't say that, it was they picked up our idea and ran with it. It was it's good. I think it's good that everybody's doing it because we can't possibly
there's no way
cover everybody that's going to be in that show. We'd have to start in like June, and it would just go for 4 months. So it's great that that everybody else is we kind of coordinated with the Euro Legions guys, and Jesse and Curtis had some people on that we didn't have on or did, but it was great seeing everybody, man. It was really cool. Always a good time.
Two more super quick ones. I believe Hedgehog Action Channel, Jonathan, he got his 500 sub this year.
Yep.
And he's only been up and running for about a year, so that was great. He's
gonna hate you, Jonathan. He's gonna hate you for that, man.
And lastly, I just want to put out there that we all celebrated Cookie's birthday.
Yes, happy birthday, Cookie. Well, I mean, he does have a birthday, right? I mean,
today, right?
Actually.
Well, I think it's that. Now that you mentioned
it, today?
Yes,
I
think it's today.
Happy birthday, Cookie.
103. We're over 103.
There we go.
Come on. That's good.
So we got 145 people in here.
Dang,
come on, guys. Hit that like. Hit that like. If you don't want to get the Valiant Knight, that's fine. But please hit the like. That'd be amazing.
Why are you here and not wanting a Valiant Knight?
I don't know. I mean, some people just like to lurk. It's fine.
Well,
you can do what you want.
There are a good number of people who already have it who are probably saying,
yes, that's true. Yes,
a chance.
That's true. I hope that people are doing that because they've already got 3 or 4. They did have them at DCon. They had them at ToyCon New Jersey. So you were able to pick up like one early on, and then you could pick up some more. So I got a few. So that definitely appreciate people holding off if you've already got one.
And I just want to throw this out there too. The list that I just went over, those were off the top of my head about 10 minutes before the show. I'm sure I forgot a lot of great stuff that happened this year.
Yeah.
If I forgot,
no, that was good.
My apologies. Put it in the chat, whatever. But
that was pretty comprehensive, I'd say. Pretty good. All right, we got 109 entries for the Valiant Knight. In the meantime, all right, let's wrap this up with something concise here. What are you most looking forward to in the world of Cosmic Legions? Is it something that you think it could be something that you think is coming? Something that is coming, an event, etc. I mean, or a couple things. I mean, you don't have to limit it. I just want to wrap this up in like about 10 minutes if we can. You got 3, 2, 1 for the Valiant Knight. You guys got some time to think about that, and I'm going to hit this in 3, 2, 1. Good luck.
Good luck.
Great figure. You'll be able to get next year. But it's a little trickier to get Now makes a great Chris. Johnny Sea Dagger. There you
All
go,
right.
Johnny.
Johnny C.
Congratulations.
Do it for Johnny.
Johnny.
Congrats.
Johnny Dagger is like, good Lord, that's like that's
Badass
an
name.
80s. That's an 80s name right there, right? Like some movie. Johnny Dagger. Who would play Johnny Dagger? I don't know. Congratulations, Johnny. Just hit me up on IG or Facebook tomorrow. Either me, Trevor, or 1/6 Shooter, one of the two. Probably me, Trevor. It's a lot easier to get to that. Never mind. On IG, I'm 1/6 Shooter. Just hit me up. All right, I'm gonna stop the screen. I'm gonna bring us all up here. All right, go ahead, Nate. Hit us. What are you looking forward to? A couple different things. Assuming we're gonna have Noble Bear or Rising Suns by the end of the year. I mean, it could be a Apocalypse thing. We don't know.
I think Rising Suns is 2025.
You think it's early 2025? Probably.
It's not even going to start production until after January.
Yeah, most likely it's going to be 2025.
Because there's going to be a month of.
I'm thinking positive.
Retail order.
Probably not going to happen. Yeah, so, that's true.
I mean, it's got to be out of the stuff we know is coming. It's got to be the Necro wave. I mean, right. And I guess a close second behind that is I'm super excited for the book. That we're hoping that's going to be here by hopefully by Legions Con. I think that's their goal.
I hope so. Yeah.
So I'm super pumped for that. But yeah, the Necro wave, absolutely can't wait for that. If I can speculate and guess on something, and I see a lot of people putting in the chat, come on, it's got to be the dragon with the year of the dragon, and to see what they're going to come up with for the 10-year anniversary.
Am I one of the few people? I'd love to see somebody in the chat. I don't really want a dragon. I don't want a dragon. I don't know. I don't really want a dragon in Mythos. I would like a dragon to do some stuff, but I don't know how it fits in. Like it doesn't. To me, it's feeling very like forced a little. Well, I mean, I'm sure they can do a job with the lore and figuring out why it's going to be there, and maybe
they already have dragons. I mean, Rhaegor was like a dragon rider.
No. I know he's a dragon lord,
dragon race, right? I mean, I can't wait to see. I guess
they exist.
They say we're going to be getting a dragon, right? Eventually. So whatever what their version of or what they have for us, it's going to be mind blowing. So
maybe I'm just trying to be. Look, come on, I got Curtis has got his controversial things. You know what I mean? Like this is my Frazetta's not that good. Okay, I don't really care for a dragon. All right. I said it.
I think too. Like, yeah, I understand the space thing too.
See,
like,
Jesse's with me.
That's a big deal.
But yeah, it may not be a 3-foot, dragon. It may just be some other badass.
David Williams, come on, David Williams doesn't want a dragon. No. Come on. It's a very sensible, good, intelligent person right there. There you go.
David Williams doesn't like Andor, so there's your.
What? Oh God, I forgot about that shit.
Oh boy, just lost some credibility, David.
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt that he wasn't really paying attention. So
but
he's got to rewatch.
It's interesting that if you're saying that because of how you believe it will or will not fit in the lore, I think a lot of people either don't want it because of space or what they're worried about a price or something like that. But it could be who knows what their interpretation could be. Knowing 4 Horsemen, they're going to blow us away however they do it. So whether it is
So for me, when I think of like what I'm looking forward to in 2024, like I'm not like super looking forward to like the announcements. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to like what's going to come into my hands.
Yes,
and
me too.
Like there's 2 things. There's a couple things. There's
Good night, Mike.
The already known cosmic waves and the already known Legions waves. Like so for me, of the Legions waves, I kind of think the All-Star 6 is like I'm almost more looking forward to that than Necronominus, though both of them are insane. Like and there might be a possibility.
I mean, All-Star 6 is a Necronominus Part 2.
Yeah, so it's an extension.
It's crazy good.
Yeah.
Yep. It's crazy good.
And that, but of the things that we don't know yet, like one thing we do know is that there will be more Figura Obscura, and who knows what the heck that's going to be.
Right.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
like that to me is what I most look forward to, is like, obviously I'm heavily biased there, but like I just like that unknown that becomes instantly known and then in your hands, and like just like those experiences like that to me is awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are such a blast. There's nothing like those drops. And they've been covered so much, but just the way they do it, and they're instantly here. And when you do, it's like you were saying, when you get a wave to review, it's almost like work in a sense, right? I mean, there's so much,
Mhm.
but when you get one figure that you can just totally focus on and play with and get to know and not worry, feel bad like, oh my God, I got 7 more to open.
Yeah, there's a whole wave. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, true.
Yeah. No, that's always up in the background. Like, when are they going to drop another one? I can't wait to see what it is. Yeah, that's for sure.
And speaking of experiences, like I'm at the point where, not even like, aside from like family vacations and holidays and like things like that, like the main thing in my life that I look forward to is Legions Con. Like that's become like a top 5 life
That's
event
what I
every year
say
to
right
me.
there. That was my
Yeah, I didn't
main.
even think about
And
like an experience, but yeah,
Legions
come
Con
on.
with the 10th anniversary of Mythic Legions and the 20th anniversary of Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
20th, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to be something, man. There's going to be something.
25th maybe.
25th.
Because
I think you're right. It's the
20th,
25th.
right?
It was 19.
With
It was 1997.
horse with the Equidron.
Or 1994. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Or no, 97. Yeah. 97. Is that the math? Anyway, 25 years old.
Yeah, it's 25. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be
nuts. I mean, know that it's gonna have to be something good there. Like, maybe it's the dragon, maybe that all rolls into one thing. I got a feeling it's not, like, I mean, we'll talk more about the dragon. We don't have to do a whole breakdown now, but I think if they do something like that, it's gonna be, I don't know. You think they do a crowdfunded thing? You think they do, like, I don't think they can do, if we hit enough, we'll make it. You know what I mean? I think you got to go in thinking like you're going to sell enough of these things at the right price. And if anybody can do it at a good price, it's them. You know what I mean? Like at a reasonable price where everybody goes, oh, that's totally worth it. Not like a HasLab where you go, really?
Right.
Cardboard background, $500, like, no, it's like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm sure they can make it worthwhile. But
I think there's something about the hype mode of a Kickstarter type event, and
yes,
the way
exactly.
you can generate like more excitement just through having like tiers and like unlocks and stuff like that.
Yes. Yep. It makes sense for the company to do it that way, and it would be cool to do unlocks like that, because I think that would be fun to do. You know what I mean? I mean, those things can cause some consternation, but there's already been some consternation. It's like they try not to suck. They try not to do so much, but everybody's going to have a problem with something. So if we don't get like a level, again, I can't imagine if this thing comes out and it's a crowdfunded thing that it's not going to hit reasonable goals that they've set for this thing that they need to hit to make it worthwhile for them. I can't see it not happening. I can't see it not happening within the community. And then, like, if you put out a great product like they always do, and it's a dragon that people could use in so many different ways outside of Mythic Legions,
right,
that won't sell like crazy.
Yeah.
There is a tipping point where people don't, I mean, that Super 7 G.I. Joe, I mean, they made it for the 5 points, but it fits the 3 3/4, but that big Cobra ship didn't fund. That failed miserably.
Or whatever.
Yeah, that failed miserably. So I think there are things that people can get oversaturated with, but this is going to be different. It's not going to be a ship. It's not going to be a Star Wars thing that, you could, it's going to be kind of overpriced for what it is. I think it's going to be a pretty good thing. So, but I am looking forward to Legions Con, and I am looking forward to Necronominus, I think, the most. I cannot wait for that wave. Love skeletons. It's what got me into this line, and it's going to be great. I think even more so than the bear, I have to say, honestly. The Topiculi, I might be more excited about the Topiculi than I am about the bear, truthfully.
And Cullen says, at one point, I feel like CB said they wouldn't crowdfund it given the fan base and the support that's already in place. And he also said that may change, of course. But I will say that it doesn't necessarily need to be a crowd fund for it to have the unlocks. They've done that numerous times in the past where they have like that kind of thing. So, yeah, I think there could be a little bit of a hybrid type situation too.
It's possible. I'm not gonna say either way. I've never seen anything, but I don't ask, so I don't know. You know, it could be all done in the back room. I have no idea. But yeah, that could be a possibility too.
Can I just say I think that would be a disaster.
Oh yeah, I mean, you got to fly. You can't take that dragon home, man. Forget about it. Like that's got to ship, man. That's got to ship.
Even just like any sort of if they did it in the middle of the year in the summer and they had them in the warehouse and they're like either like having to hit the nail on the head so perfectly because on one end you sell out fast and everybody's pissed at you because there aren't enough dragons. On the other hand, you made too many and you just have this massive warehouse space filled. That is one thing I do not.
That's an excellent point. They're not going to do this around I mean, Jeremy already said the other day, like when retailers ask him like, oh, how pinpointed are your shipping dates, and he said they're not. You know what I mean? Because they can't. You just can't do that. Like, and there's no way that if you said, okay, we're gonna crowdfund a drag or whatever, put the dragon up for sale, and you're gonna be able to pick it up. They can't say you're gonna be able to pick it up at Legions Con unless it's ready now. You know what I mean? Like it's ready to go now, or it's ready to go a month before Legions Con. Not gonna happen. So you're exactly right about that, Bill. Holy crap. Rob, stop, man. 1999. Wow. Okay. Hey, guys, great year. Watching the Legions Lounge every other Monday was something to look forward to, especially on those long, stressful weeks. Wish all three of you guys and your family a safe and happy holidays. You too, Rob.
Thank you, Rob. You too, man.
Happy holidays. Happy holidays to everyone, really.
And everyone happy, safe holidays.
It's been a great year. It's been a great time doing the show with you guys and with the community. So I'm super grateful, and I wish the same for everybody.
Look at how much things have grown, man, since we started this stupid thing on IG. Oh, and I just found out that on StreamYard now you can stream to IG Live. So I think we might go.
Oh, really?
And try it out and see if we can go back to IG Live and just.
No kidding. That'd be
probably going to be a mess,
like
but
full circle.
That'd be fun. So yeah, for all our friends who are doing this now, I could bring this up. Again, I haven't added the year allegiance to this, so I feel bad. But let's just pull this up real quick. How the hell do I get us off of here? That's not it. That's not what I want. I want this. No, that's not what I want.
So, hey, congratulations, Johnny.
There we go. We're still in the way, but all these people that are, mythic and mythic adjacent, incredible group of people.
D Amazing hit 100,000 and he got
his
plaque today.
On his plaque. Congratulations, D,
That's
man.
Cool, man. It's great to see that.
That's a hell of an accomplishment, man. I gotta say. I mean, especially for a toy based. He's been doing it a long time. He gets that stuff out there. Congrats to D for sure. We're gonna have D on. I talk about it on the 1/6 pack all the time, but like I'm going to do the 2,000 subscriber celebration show probably in the new year, hopefully in January. We're gonna have a bunch of stuff, 1/6 stuff to give away, Mythic Legions to give away, have a bunch of guests on. Hopefully D can make it on. People like that. We'll bring Mr. Allen back to sing some songs and stuff. So,
Rich got a question for you.
Yes. That's the other thing. And that's going to be a prototype too.
Right. Well,
really looking forward to that.
Yeah, maybe it won't have a ton of articulation anyways.
Possible.
Who knows?
Yeah.
And go check out Mitch's photo on Instagram.
Hell yeah.
Cloud.
Thank you, Cloud. It's my favorite part of my Mondays. Love the stream. Love the folks in the chat. Love the hosts. Thanks for bringing me such joy and happy holidays. Happy holidays to you, Cloud. It's great. Cloud. It's great hanging out with Cloud. I got to hang out with Cloud on Dan Who's show. It's kind of how we got to know that we were like literally couple miles from each other. and then she started getting into mythics, and I was dropping off mythics to her, and it's great.
Great to meet her and her
wife
at
her wife is fantastic. Yeah, it was great. I'm so glad that they got out
on
there.
the Dorclair a couple weeks ago.
That's right.
With a few folks who were grilling me the night before Figure.
Now you know how it feels, man. Now you know how it feels. All right, I think we'll wrap it there. I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Congrats to everybody who won. Thank you very much for the super chats. Again, the super chats are going to go to an animal rescue. There's a couple shelters around here. There's our main shelter here, and then there's another rescue that we got our recent dog from. Does a great job. So I'm going to split that up and match some of that, and then just give them the cash and let them do what they want to do. Yeah, guys, this has been fantastic.
Great, another great year. Wouldn't
want to do it with anybody else. As much as Curtis wants to get in here and be a fourth co-host. Yeah. I love Curtis.
Yeah, we all do.
Just have to keep it going.
Now that you think he wants to be in here, he'll tell you that he doesn't want to be in here.
Oh, of course he will. Oh, he never wanted to be in here. Of course not. Curtis will be one of our guests on our top 5. So
sweet.
Stop in for that on the 8th.
Looking forward to it.
Don't forget, follow the link. Look in the Cabal tomorrow. I will post the link to the poll. Get your votes in, man. Let your voice be heard. Have a great holiday. You guys are awesome. We'll see you next year.
Cheers, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year. See ya.